What's up, folks? What's up, folks? It's your boy. I don't have a hat on today. I need to cut y'all. But something on my heart to talk to y'all about today. And it is love. Love, 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 love. Well, it's a whole lot of, topics that people bring up regarding love. But, I just want to talk about how love is essential to life. And I'm going to break that down as quick as I possibly can. Why? A lot of people feel like I don't need love from nobody else, or I love me and so forth and so. But this is why it's essential, because love can represent itself in many different ways. But this is the important part. It can also be misrepresented in many different ways. I'm gonna go through three though that are like essential. Envy. Envy is something that is just it's a human thing, and it's something that I guess people just can't shake. Envy is pretty much it's fake love, but for the purpose of someone wanting what you have. Like covetousness, like oh, he has a lot of money or she has a lot of money. I want money too, so she got it, so I don't like them. So forth and so on. Now, at the root of love is it can be showed verbally, but the thing about love is a feeling. Love is a feeling, and when you're loved and when you love, it's something you feel. But the thing is, envy is as well. See, the problem is when you see envy and you think it's love. You can see it, but you don't feel the love. You don't feel it. It feels different. It feels different because it's only being verbalized. It's not really being felt. It's being shown by, bigging you up or whatever the case may be, because it's fake. It's fake love, and you can't feel it. You can't feel it. But when you try to let something else represent love, but then eventually, unfortunately, you'll reach where you'll recognize that it's envy. And when you know that it's envy, that's when you'll feel it. That's when you feel it. So you want to be able to catch it as soon as possible, because when it gets to the point where you got to feel it now, it's embedded. That's one way. Also, the other way is let me check my notes because I don't remember. Oh, this is a big one, fellas, for y'all. Lust. Lust. Lust is fake love as well. It's fake love, but for the purpose of, a physical desire. That's something that a lot of men battle with. And it's also something that men will use. Women use it too, but it's the same thing applies as envy. It's not something you're not gonna feel love. You might feel like it's love, and people are misled that way, and people are conniving with it because they use it to deceive. So you might feel like it's love, and because you feel like it's love, because someone is, showing you lust that looks like love, but then you give in to what they want after you give them what they want, it don't feel like love, does it? It feels like just what it was. It feels like just what it was. It feels like lust. And when you confuse lust with love, then you're left with just that, because love, you can try to make it go one way, but it can't go one way. Love ain't gonna be felt properly if it's only one way. If it's only one way, you can't feel it like you should, because it has to be reciprocated. You can give all the love that you want, but until it's reciprocated, you can't feel it. You can only show it. And showing love and not receiving love, that creates a broken cycle. Third way, hatred. And I know you like love, hate. No, hatred is also a form of fake love. But for the purpose of just generally just not liking someone for whatever reason. And people, if you notice online, people do this on social media all the time, where these people they'll show you love and everything, but to soften up you, so you can soften up you receive this fake love, but it softens you up for them to show their true feelings. And when that hate come out, you feel that too. You feel that. You feel that. Because I promise you, true love, genuine love, real love, it don't feel like any of them. It don't feel like any of them. Therefore, it can't be mistaken. But this what leads me to why love is essential. Because then there's self-love. Self-love is the first love that you should probably get yourself in tune with or get in line with. Outside of love for God. But when you love yourself, it makes it so much easier to spot that envy, that lust, that hatred. See, because when you love yourself, you can recognize that the love that the fake love that envy shows, it ain't up to par with real love, because obviously envy ain't real love, so it can only show you a portion of what love is supposed to feel like. Same thing with lust. If it's real love, if it's real genuine love, if you love yourself, you'll be able to see that it's lust. You'll be able to see that this ain't what love feels like. See, because whatever individual is using lust to pull whatever they want from you, they're only gonna use a portion of it. And once you show that that it's something different from actual love, then they're gonna pull back. They're not gonna keep trying. They might, go for a bit of time, but after so long, after not getting what they want, I promise you, they're gonna back up and say, all right, this person, their self-esteem is too high. They love themselves too much, so I can't take advantage of them. Now that hatred, come on, if you know what love is, you know what hate is. If you love yourself and someone is around you that hates you, it's a certain discernment that you get. It's a certain discernment, and you will understand and see it very, very, very clearly. Now, also, you kind of need help from the Father as well. Because if you love yourself, you ain't got a choice but to love the Father, your Father, God in heaven, because He created you. And if you love yourself, it doesn't make sense. Why do I love me so much, but I don't love the person that created me? The one that created me, the Father, the Alpha and the Omega, the King of all kings. How can I not love Him if I love myself? Because if I love me that much, I have to love my Creator. I have to, because look, I'm not cocky. I'm a little bit, just a little bit. But I do love me. I do love me. I love what I've been given. I love the gifts that I've been given, and I love all of that. It's things, of course, I want to do better, but I love me in general. I love me because I love me that much. I tell my Creator, God, my Father, I love you because you created me. You created this individual that I think is amazing. But that self-love is detrimental to being able to spot the envy, to spot the fake love, the hatred, to spot the lust. Because without self-love, self-esteem, and knowing yourself and what's out there, I promise you, this world will swallow you alive. So I encourage y'all, learn about love, and learn about loving yourself. Learn about God's love as well, because that love right there kind of will break down all of that other stuff for you. All right, y'all, peace. This has been Dash, and I'm out.